Top 5 Best Moonshiner Moments from All Seasons: Unknown Fruit, Pink Champagne, and More. Moonshiners, the hit reality TV show on the Discovery Channel, has become a cult classic since its debut in 2011. The show follows a group of daring individuals who continue the centuries-old tradition of moonshining, distilling illegal spirits in the heart of the Appalachian Mountains. Over the course of its many seasons, Moonshiners has offered viewers plenty of thrilling moments, humorous mishaps, and jaw-dropping feats of creativity. From hidden ingredients to dangerous experiments, there have been several iconic moments that stand out in the history of the series. As fans of the show know, each moonshiner brings their own flair to the craft. Some are known for their technical skill, others for their innovative spirit, but all of them are bound by their passion for creating the perfect moonshine. The following are the top 5 best moments from Moonshiners, moments that have had fans on the edge of their seats, laughing, and sometimes even scratching their heads in disbelief on. The Unknown Fruit Moonshine Experiment, Season 6. One of the most memorable and curious moments in Moonshiners comes from a moonshiner who decided to experiment with a mysterious fruit, which was later dubbed the Unknown Fruit. In Season 6, Tim and Tickle set out to create a unique batch of moonshine using a fruit they'd never seen before. It wasn't a common fruit like apples or peaches, and they couldn't even identify what it was at first. The fruit was a dark red color, almost like a cross between a plum and a cherry, but with an unusual flavor profile. With no idea what they were dealing with, the two tried to make the best of it by mashing the fruit, fermenting it, and turning it into moonshine. The suspense of not knowing if the unknown fruit would make a drinkable product or cause an unexpected disaster had fans glued to the screen. As the distillation process went on, they were surprised by the sweet aroma and smooth taste that came from the resulting moonshine. The concoction was not only drinkable, but it was also surprisingly delicious, showcasing the ingenuity and courage that moonshiners are known for. This moment perfectly encapsulated the unpredictable nature of moonshiners. It wasn't just about making booze. It was about trying something new, taking risks, and embracing the unknown. The successful creation of the fruit-infused moonshine marked a highlight in the show's history, giving viewers a sense of wonder and excitement about the endless possibilities in the world of illicit distilling. Complete game changer. In the world of moonshine, there's always an expectation for clear or amber-colored liquor. However, in this standout moment, the Moonshiners defied the norm by making a batch of moonshine that was not only a beautiful pink hue, but also had a unique taste profile that mimicked the sweetness and effervescence of champagne. The creation of this moonshine was particularly fascinating because it involved the use of champagne yeast and specialized fruits that had to be carefully selected for their flavor and color. The experimentation with these ingredients wasn't just about making alcohol. It was about creating an entirely new category of moonshine, one that could have the same elegance as a fine bottle of champagne, but with the kick of a moonshine distillation. As if the visual appeal wasn't enough, the Moonshiners also added carbonation to the mix. This meant that the moonshine not only tasted deliciously fruity and crisp, but it also had a bubbly texture, making it feel as though you were drinking something straight out of a luxury brand. The moment when the first bottle was cracked open and shared among the group was a magical one, full of excitement and pride. The success of the pink champagne moonshine was a turning point for Moonshiners, showing that moonshine can be an art form and not just a rebellious act. It was a symbol of creativity in the distilling process, and it pushed the boundaries of what people thought was possible in the world of illicit alcohol. Fans were enamored with this experiment, and the pink champagne moonshine quickly became a fan favorite. 3. The Battle with the Law, Season 5. It wouldn't be Moonshiners without the looming threat of law enforcement, And one of the most intense moments came in Season 5, when the Moonshiners faced down the police during an operation that could have ended their careers, or worse. The law had been hot on their trail for some time, and the tension reached its peak when a group of moonshiners found themselves in the crosshairs of local officers while trying to deliver their product to a buyer. What made this particular moment so riveting wasn't just the fear of getting caught, but the incredible resourcefulness and quick thinking that the moonshiners displayed. Faced with the potential of losing everything, they didn't panic. Instead, they quickly went into survival mode, hiding their still and their products in a way that only experienced moonshiners would know how to do. The scene was filled with adrenaline, suspense, and nail-biting drama as the moonshiners scrambled to avoid capture. While some fans might have found themselves hoping that the moonshiners would outsmart the authorities, others appreciated the realism of the situation. The showdown between the moonshiners and the law served as a reminder of the stakes involved in the dangerous world of illegal alcohol production. The tension from this moment was so high that it was a defining moment for the show, showing the harsh realities and risks that moonshiners face every day. It wasn't just about making moonshine. It was about the constant threat of being caught and losing everything for the secret apple recipe. Season 7 apple-flavored moonshine is a classic, but when Josh and Bill revealed their secret apple recipe in Season 7, it was something entirely new. Unlike the traditional apple pie moonshine that had become popular, their version incorporated a mix of rare apples and spices that were previously unknown to many fans of the show. The ingredients were closely guarded, and the process of creating this unique apple-infused moonshine was as much about secrecy as it was about craft. The moonshine itself was an instant hit when it was first tested. The combination of tart and sweet apples, balanced by the infusion of cinnamon and other spices, made for a surprisingly smooth drink that had a distinct apple flavor without being overly sweet or artificial. It was a perfect example of how moonshiners can elevate a traditional recipe by using skill and creativity to make something truly unique. But it wasn't just the recipe that made this moment memorable. The way Josh and Bill revealed the moonshine to their friends, with a sense of pride and excitement, was also a big part of what made it stand out. They'd worked for months perfecting the recipe, and the moment when they shared it with their group felt like a celebration of both their bond as friends and their shared passion for moonshining. The secret apple recipe became a symbol of the artistry and dedication that goes into making top-notch moonshine. It wasn't just about getting drunk. It was about creating something special, a drink that people would remember. The success of this recipe marked a high point in moonshiners' history, showing that even the most classic flavors could be reinvented with the right ingredients and the right mindset. 5. The battle with the competition. Season 4. In the 4th season of Moonshiners, the show upped the ante by introducing direct competition between moonshiners. This added a whole new layer of drama and excitement, as the characters who were once only concerned with evading the law now had to worry about rival distillers who were trying to outshine them. In one of the most intense showdowns, the competition between Tim and Tickle and another rival distiller reached its peak. The two sides were battling to create the best batch of moonshine, using different techniques and strategies. Tim and Tickle, known for their creative approach, had to pull out all the stops to outshine their competition, including experimenting with new flavors, adjusting their distilling process, and even modifying their equipment. The rivalry between the two groups was as fierce as it was entertaining. The back and forth, the one-upmanship, and the occasional sabotage made for thrilling television. It wasn't just about who could make the best moonshine. It was about pride, ego, and proving who was truly the best. The tension came to a head when both teams had to present their final product to a panel of judges, and the excitement of the moment was palpable. Ultimately, It was the innovation and skill of Tim and Tickle that won the day. But the rivalry highlighted the competitiveness that drives Moonshiners to push the boundaries of their craft. This moment marked a significant turning point in Moonshiners, showing that moonshine isn't just about making alcohol, it's about competing, innovating, and standing out in a highly competitive world. Conclusion: from the unknown fruit experiment to the iconic pink champagne moonshine and the intense moments with law enforcement and competition, Moonshiners has provided fans with countless unforgettable moments. The show not only celebrates the rebellious spirit of moonshining, but also showcases the ingenuity, creativity, and passion that goes into the craft. Whether it's a secret recipe or a daring new experiment, the world of Moonshiners continues to surprise and delight audiences season after season.